stop the criminal in his tracks with this magical incantation. Stop, don't rob me here, this is my no-no-sphere.
Stop, don't rob me here, this is my no-no-sphere. Stop, don't rob me here, this is my no-no-sphere.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
Feel, don't think. Fear is my ally.
The Force will be with you.
We are encouraged to love. Be mindful of your thoughts.
I will not betray the Republic.
Hey, Your Worship, I'm only trying to help.
Scruffy-looking nerf herder.
I'm not afraid.
You must unlearn what you have learned.
So the Sparrow Scoop is here. Basically, it's not Keanu Reeves. Of course, it's not Glenn Powell. That was just me brainstorming. It's Henry Cavill, who apparently, according to Sparrow, impressed Jon Favreau with his swordsmanship, and they've approached him to be in the second Thrawn movie as a Jedi or whatever, a Force user. So here's the interesting thing about it. Apparently, in the new encyclopedia for Star Wars, Gina Carano's character, Cara Dune, is mentioned. She's got her own blurb, and it's quite extensive. So keep your eye on that. We know that Gina Carano and Henry Cavill actually dated years ago, and they're friends still. So that's really interesting all in of itself. Okay. I think every actor in Hollywood at least tries to get into Star Wars. We'll have to see where this goes because, again, we've got Kennedy putting confusion out there about what movies are being made, and then we have the Rey movie being moved from its supposed December release date, 2026, and we know who Henry Cavill is. He was the original lead in The Witcher. He played Superman. He's been in quite a few other things. He seems like a pretty down-to-earth guy, and I quite like him. I think this would be a good pickup. He seems to be pretty solid, and what I like about him, the reason why he left Witcher is because the writers did not want to follow the lore. And that made him mad. I mean, to me, I look at Henry Cavill and he's sort of like Christopher Lee in lots of ways. He just doesn't goof around with the occult, which Christopher Lee actually did. And, he was an adequate Superman, even though, in my opinion, the greatest Superman of all time is going to be Christopher Reeves. But he's who I grew up with, so there you go. I think this could be really good now. If he's going to show up in the second part, the second film, the middle part of the Thrawn trilogy, who could he play? George Sabao, or however you pronounce his name, some Jedi or Force user that suddenly just shows up. This is going to be quite interesting as this goes forward. To wait if this guy gets signed, and that there is time for him to do the movie in his schedule. Okay, so what exactly is really going on here? And look for, because Cara Dune was respectfully written up in the Star Wars Encyclopedia, and it seems like her, the villains in her story are kind of fading into the woodwork. It looks to me that she may be back sooner than we think. I do think that they will come to an agreement, negotiate a settlement with her, because it's just stupid not to. Okay. Meanwhile, we kind of are looking at this, watching how basically the environment right now is liquid. We really don't know how this is going on. We have other information that Jon Favreau is actually looking to actually cast actors and actresses as the original trilogy heroes. And then, of course, we also have the story that he spent a lot of money on deepfake. I don't know, but, we can speculate, but let's talk further because this is interesting.
This is Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. I regret to report that both our Jedi Order and the Republic have fallen. With the dark shadow of the Empire rising to take their place. This message is a warning and a reminder for any surviving Jedi. Trust in the Force. Do not return to the temple. That time has passed. And our future is uncertain. We will each be challenged. Our trust, our faith, our friendships. But we must persevere. And in time, a new hope will emerge. May the Force be with you, always.
Back. Warn him that if he doesn't leave immediately, you'll be forced to turn on the Acolyte. While this is effective, be warned that it is banned in over 97 countries for being a cruel and inhumane way to treat other human beings. Let us know how these techniques worked for you. The power of one, the power of two, the power of many good.
So anyway, Disney basically shelved an episode in a children's cartoon series, Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, apparently over its plot concerning a transgender high school student. You're going to see more of this. You're going to see things getting canceled, things, being pulled off at Disney Plus if they're woke. Okay, look at what's going on in the world. Donald Trump got elected. Congress just basically told the transgender congressman who thinks he's a woman, I think he's from Virginia, that he can't use the woman's bathroom. And you're seeing more and more pushback against the woke kind of thing. Bob Iger, because he understands this, he would not be where he is if he didn't understand what trends look like, understands what he is looking at, and has come to the conclusion that they can't do this anymore. And James Gorman probably isn't woke at all. Now, we have heard Kathleen Kennedy isn't woke, that she has to be talked into it. I don't think it took a lot of hard work to talk her into Leslie Headland's The Acolyte. Okay. I really don't think it did. So, where does this leave Star Wars? Well, if they're going for a white male to play a Force user character like Henry Cavill, they're going back to what works. Okay, Star Wars is a show in a franchise for boys. Okay, and that's what it is. Okay, obviously the Acolyte with its woke shit didn't work. You know, despite the bullshit of Rey being the most valuable character, Rey's not the most valuable character. All right, we all know that. Disney and Lucasfilm has said themselves she can't sell merchandise. Hasbro won't make sequel trilogy merchandise. Lego isn't doing sequel trilogy Lego sets anymore. Okay, that ship has sailed. Okay, we're going back to what works. And we're continuing George's story going forward. That's what we're going to see from Lucasfilm. Now, about her, is she going to be there till mid-second quarter of next year? I don't know. Probably, mid-June or May or whenever. We'll find out what's going on with her. But I don't know. Anyway, I wanted to put this out there. Henry Cavill may join the Star Wars universe as per Sparrow. And, Cara Dune has got a good write-up in the Star Wars Encyclopedia. So I got to run, and I'll see you guys around the galaxy.